Welcome back to my YouTube channel Salesforce AI Champions. Today we are going to talk about what is additional output, and regarding that we are going to talk about a specific point that we missed in the last discussion, like how to return only additional output. So in the last session we have talked about what is additional output property in integration procedure of Omnistudio, and if you have not watched that video, please do check it out in my Omnistudio playlist. Unless I'll be adding that tutorial link in this video description. So let me just tell you about like what is at a high level what is additional output property. So additional output property will allow you to add custom key value pairs to the output data JSON of an action. So it can be added, this output additional output properties can be added into any functions, any action in integration procedure. For example, I have added it into response action, and adding these specific nodes like this under this account node, this test nested test node value will be showing, and under this account node there will be like array of contacts. Within those contact records we want to display this risk factor node, and that value will be like 2.5. Same like that we have added few additional output property, right? And so this is configured widely used to supplement or restructure the data returned by a specific step before it is being used in the subsequent actions, right? It could be possible that these values are needed for any external APIs or the upcoming further actions that we are going to use after this integration procedure, and this data is not coming from the response, right? So that is why we need this additional output to set or to update the data JSON manually, right? So on clicking on preview, and I am just passing the account ID. So for example, in here in the integration procedure I have used this datamapper extract that basically extract an account record and its related contact records, and based on that we are passing one SCC ID. For example, in the preview we can see that the key is account ID, and in here I am just passing an account ID value, and on clicking on execute we could see that under this response we could find like under this account node there will be few account fields, account field values, and there will be under this contacts array we would have these contact records, right, which are related with the account, and we are seeing this additional output property values as well, right? Now one thing I missed on the last session, like so in here like in the response action we have added this additional output key value properties. We can as many as key value properties as per our requirement, right? Now if we want to return only this additional output property, means the other data part will not be returned, only the key value pairs we have added additional output that will be returned. So we can configure this by simply clicking on this checkbox, and it is very crucial to know this configuration. If we needed like this additional output needs to be tested in somewhere else after this integration procedure which is being invoked in somewhere else in FlexCard or in Omniscripts, right? So if I just click on this checkbox, we could see that return only additional outputs. So then these many key value pairs will be returned in the JSON, not like that, right? So not like that the whole JSON will be returned. So after saving the integration procedure, on clicking on preview we still need to pass the SCC ID, right? And on clicking on this response we could see that under this account node we could find these many key value pairs which has been added as the additional output, and we could find these contacts. Under this contacts, risk factor additional output property is also being shown, right? Now what we can do, like let me just uncheck this one, and we want to add another additional output property, not in response action. We need to add in the datamapper extract action additional output, right? So I'll just go to the datamapper extract action, and on clicking on this tab additional output, on clicking on key value pair we could add this property again. Let me just update the name as test tier extract node, okay, and let me just provide the value as test tier extract node value, right? So this is how we could add additional output property in any action in integration procedure. If I just click on save, and let me just preview this one, and on clicking on this execute, and from the response we should see, and under this account node we should see in the below, and we could see this additional output from the data mapper extract action additional output, right? So we could see the additional output properties that being set from the response action as well as in the data mapper extract action additional output section also we could see this value is being shown, right? Now if I just click on this return only additional output for this data mapper extract action, what will happen? So I'll just click on save. I'm not setting this additional output return only additional output checkbox in here, but I am just setting the checkbox to true for this data mapper extract additional output section only for this value, right? So after saving this one, let me just preview and see what it getting returned, right? So we could see that these many field values are still returning, right? Since we have just added only the return only the additional output property, right? So this is how it works. If I just didn't check the checkbox to true in the response action, but somewhere in the data mapper extract action additional output section I have make the checkbox to true, that is why only the additional output is being returned, and it will be applicable for entire JSON path, right? Entire element structure. So that is how it works. So I think maybe it is helpful for you to know this quick feature of the return only the additional output. And if you have not watched that first tutorial video, please do check it out. I'll be adding more tutorials on Salesforce, Omnistudio and Data Cloud topic as well as Agentforce topic. So please stay tuned. And if you like this video, please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel, and also please considering taking membership into my channel, which will motivate me to create more technical videos. So thanks for watching.